Absolutely welcome back to South Africa, and this is South African Prepper, and welcome back to my little germination room again. So I want to talk to you about two things today. Number one is one of the most amazing preps that I've found that we have actually not been prepping with, and that we've not been buying. And then firstly, I would like to talk to you about the situation in North America. So the first slide, you'll see that North America is currently going through what they call a shortages of various things. Food, fuel, it seems to be as well. And America is currently going into winter as well, so they are much reliant on gas, which is very different than South Africa, because in South Africa our winters are not that cold, so we don't really rely on home warming or gas warming of your home that much. So why are we talking about the crisis in America? You have to understand that in South Africa, because of the political situation, because of everything around regulations and legislation the last 27 years, South Africa has effectively gone from a net producer of food. So that means that we produce enough food that we can actually export, okay, to a net importer of food. Now, if you look at the basic thing like maize, now what do we use maize for? Now, if you're South African, you know that we make pap out of maize, and that is the staple diet of 95% of South Africans, is pap or maize flour with whatever, vegetables or meat or chicken or whatever you can put on your plate for that specific day. But maize in South Africa plays an extremely important role, and if you keep track like we do of the maize prices, you'll understand what is happening in South Africa. So coming back to the imports, so South Africa needs to import 2.2 million tons of maize per year. Now you get you get various different types of maizes, but mostly we import maize for animal feed, and then we import maize specifically for maize meal or for pap. Now this becomes a big problem, because if you look at where we are importing our maize from, you'll understand that the countries that we are importing our maize from, there's an issue. They've gone through droughts, they've gone through unrests, they've gone through the last 2 years where you had to wear this bloody thing. They are experiencing and will be experiencing their own shortages as well, and they will definitely not send extra stuff, or they will not have surplus to actually send to a country like South Africa. And then the other side of the coin is the shipping crisis. There's a big shipping crisis, and that is leading to the shortages in North America. You can go have a read about the shipping crisis. It's multifaceted why the shipping crisis is happening. I personally believe it is planned. It is planned to push up prices. Already the South African Reserve Bank is looking at increasing interest rates in order to actually try and calm down the inflation rate. If you look at the petrol and the diesel price at this stage in South Africa, us using a lot of diesel for farming and planting, we had to recalculate again and again, because the price literally goes up every second week, or at least guaranteed every single month. So you guys really need to go have a look at import products, because imported products we will, in the very near future, we will have a shortage of. And then coming back to the most incredible prep that I have actually found is baking soda, or bicarbonated of soda. Now please don't get confused with baking powder, because there is actually a big difference. There is actually a difference between the two. So baking soda has got multiple uses. You can Google this. We normally used it for heartburn. We use it to clean. You can use it to clean your teeth with and whiten your teeth. We recently, in some of my videos, we are doing a shtf garden because we're commercial farmers. We had to literally force ourselves to go back to basics and literally to retrain ourselves to be able to plant with minimal things available to us. And we learned that we can actually use the baking soda or the bicarbonate of soda for fighting fungi and fighting certain pests as well. So we're busy testing that in our shtf garden, and I can tell you thus far it actually works quite well. And then the last thing I would like to speak about is the definite fall of South Africa. Now, on the slide that you are watching now, this is about the town of Vereniging. Now, Vereniging, if you go into this article, you will see that this specific municipality owes in the excess of 3.5 billion rand to Eskom. Now, that's our electricity provider in South Africa. Again, we live in a semi-communist country, so it is monopolized. So they owe Eskom 3.5 billion rand, and then they owe Rand Water, which is the main water supplier for the province of Gauteng, another 1.3 million rand. Okay, now if you go into Vereniging, or if you live in Vereniging, you drive through that city or that small town, you'll realize that that area has gone past the point of no return. Now, we've got municipal election coming up. Let's say Vereniging gets the best mayor that money can find, or the best mayor ethically wise. It will almost be impossible for that person to recuperate that debt, pay all of the debt towards all of the people that they owe money, and actually fix the roads, fix the piping, fix the infrastructures, fix the electricity problems. It is impossible. And that is the theme that we have seen throughout South Africa the last 5 years. Municipalities going into a state of crossing the line of absolutely no return. Now, this is going to happen more and more. We're going to be seeing municipalities getting to a point where you just cannot fix it. Okay. And on top of that, we've got an unemployment rate of, well, the government says 44.4%. We reckon it's more towards 55, even 60%. Put that with the decay of basic services, and you are setting yourself up for a definite collapse. This is South African Prepper. Please like, share and subscribe.